Hello Year 9, this is Mrs Glaze and welcome to the Beacon Hill Academy Geography Department Options video. If you were inspired and interested by the short video clip you've just seen, then continuing your geography studies journey from Key Stage 3 into Key Stage 4 might be a really good idea for you. Why should you study GCSE Geography then? Well, if you're already enjoying Key Stage 3 Geography, then there's no reason why you shouldn't enjoy it at Key Stage 4, as it builds on a number of the topics that you've already been taught in Year 7, 8 and 9. If you want to understand the world around you and the interactions that are taking place and the things that you see on the news, then geography is definitely the subject for you. It is not just maps, directions and locations and locating different countries in atlases. That is a very much small part of geography and something that's obviously misunderstood, but geography is much more than that. It is also a facilitating subject, which means that it's one of the subjects that top universities actually look for when you apply to them. It really does open the doors to your future, as it is one of the most employable subjects to have when you graduate from university. It has one of the lowest unemployment rates after graduation. So what careers could you possibly do then with geography? At Beacon Hill Academy, we follow the AQA Geography GCSE examination course, and the quote on the right hand side has come directly from their website, which is what they feel their exam course offers. I've also given you the direct link to the AQA website if you want to look for further information. So the course in itself then, there are 3 exam papers. 2 of them are an hour and 30 minutes and the other one is an hour. Okay, and as you can see there, the first 2 are worth 35% of the GCSE and the third one is worth 30% of the overall GCSE. There is no coursework for this subject, it is all examination. The first 2 exams then, the first one is on the physical environment. So you have to look at the challenge of natural hazards, physical landscapes in the UK and the living world, and then they are all examined in one paper. You then have another paper on the human environment, urban issues and challenges, the change in economic world and the challenge of resource management, and then they are examined as well. These will all the exams will take place at the end of the summer, so around June time. Unit 3 is made up of, we have to actually do 2 field trips. So we do 2 field trips. One of them we usually go to Cardinal Valley and do a physical field trip, and the other one is a human field trip. And when we come back to class, we write up these field trips, and then what we do is we don't do coursework, but we get asked examined questions in this paper. There is also an issue evaluation, which means they will give us pre-material on a topic for debate, for evaluating whether we think something should go ahead or not, how we feel about a subject, and we will have to answer questions in the exam based on that. But we have an opportunity in the class before the exam to go through all the information that we have been given and to predict some of the questions that come up. You also get given the pre-release material in the exam as well. The course very much does link to science and maths and history to some extent. Okay, so just to give you a little bit more information on the topics that the course involves. So paper one, we've said, is the physical geography topics. So they will include the challenge of natural hazards. So in this topic, you will look at earthquakes, volcanoes, you will look at weather hazards, just tropical storms or hurricanes, as you may know them as, and climate change. A lot of that builds on what you've already previously done, particularly in Year 8. Then we have to look at physical landscapes of the UK. So we look at coasts, the beach, and river landscapes and the issues that surround them and the management of them. And then moving on, the third topic that we have to look at is called the living world. And in that, we'll look at a variety of ecosystems, so the tropical rainforest being one, and then deserts as well in particular. The second paper, the human geography topics, include the changing economic world. This looks at development within the world and uneven development in different countries and how we can go to actually reduce the development gap and how other countries can actually get themselves to be richer than they currently are. The second topic, urban issues and challenges, looks at the challenges of a rapidly urban world, and the challenges that creates both in the UK and also in other places around the world. And then the third topic, looking at the challenge of resource management, looking at the provision of food, water and energy all around the world. What can you expect then from GCSE Geography? Well, as I've already said, over the 2 years, you will be improving much of what you've done in Year 7, 8 and 9 and building on what you've already done. And on top of that, you will be doing 2 fieldwork trips, where you will go to these 2 key geographical locations and collect data to complete a fieldwork investigation. Throughout the 2 years, you will be using lots of a variety of skills which are transferable skills across all your other subjects and obviously then further into your future. So things like debating skills, data handling and analysis, being able to research, being able to evaluate, and yes, you will need to use some map skills and atlas skills, along with a number of statistical skills. And there will be times when you will need to work on your own, but there will also be times when teamwork will be really important. Here we've included just a few comments that some of the Key Stage 4 learners have had to say about their current study of Key Stage 4 geography. Choosing geography then is as easy as A, B, C. A is for academic because the top 20 universities in the country have identified geography as one of 10 facilitating subjects. B is for being flexible because you get a wide range of key skills that makes you competent in a wide range of areas. And C is for careers. The number of careers you can get using geography is endless. Thank you on behalf of the Geography Department for watching our options video. If you would like any more information or have any questions that you need answering, then if you email any questions to the email address below, we would love to hear from you and we'll be happy to answer all your questions.